Here to encourage, offer small business insight, and connect you to your maker community. Whether you're working in your studio space or out sharing your story at a farmer's market, welcome. We are John and Sarah Collins, and this is the Modern Forestry Podcast.
Hey everybody, it's John Collins from Modern Forestry, and I wanted to talk to you today about a subject that I really enjoy talking about. This is the subject of mindset. What's in your head? What are you thinking about? Mindset is very, very important for being a maker, for being a small business person, and just very important in general in life. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, it's very important how you think about what is happening, because how you think determines how you feel, which then determines what you're going to do. So, what should you think? Well, one of the things that I believe that everybody should think is that it may be tough now, but it's going to be better. Okay? Well, why would I think that? Well, because that's the number one thing that will enable you to have a positive view through any of life's difficulty. Okay, so this is hard, but we're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. One of the things that I constantly tell Sarah is it'll work out, and sometimes she gets kind of upset at me. What do you mean it's going to work out? Don't you see what's going on? Don't you see the problems that are? Yes, I see those problems. But you know what? We're going to do the best job that we can dealing with these problems one at a time. And we're going to try to work through the difficulty in as much time as we're given, which is the time that time passes at. So I'm going to have a mentality that says, all right, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what the difficulty is, let's press on through. Keep calm and carry on, as the British would say. And it's not just that simple, because we're very emotional creatures, and there's some very difficult things in life that can happen to us. Certainly, there's lots of hard things that come our way that we weren't prepared for, or we feel like we can't get through. And I'm not saying that those things don't exist, but we have to be the kind of people that recognize that there are difficulties in life, and that many people before us have gone through many things as well, and many more difficult things in some cases, in many cases, actually probably in most cases. And so if other people have been able to get through difficult things and also would not ask to have those difficult things taken out of their lives because of the value it provided after the fact, then we can get through anything. We can do anything. And I do believe that. In fact, this is something that I use at markets. This is something that I use to try to go and get through a difficult market. If it's raining, I'm not going to complain. It's raining. The people that come out here are the people that are going to come out here, and by golly, I'm going to talk to them about how awesome our candles are and how much we enjoy them, and the story of how we were able to create them. So the mentality that you have is very important. I saw a billboard during this whole 2020 stuff, and it said, tough times will come and go, but tough people, we're going to stick around. We're going to stay here. We're going to stick around. So I was impressed with that. And, it may seem trite, but at the same time, we have to think something when we're going through tough things. And one of the things that I would encourage everybody to do, and encourage myself daily, is to think positively, to choose to think that though it may be difficult, better times are coming. Because you know what? Even if better times don't come, my attitude during the difficult times will be well positioned to overcome those difficult times. So it's a choice thing. So you could see this at markets. If you ever go to a market where there's not a lot of people there, or a trade show, craft show, whatever it may be, not a lot of people there, you'll see two different kinds of people. You'll see the people sitting down, and you'll see the people standing up. So this is just a visual representation that if there are, customers walking by, the people who are more likely to get the sales are the ones who are standing up at the edge of their booth with a big old smile on their face and just simply saying, hey, how's your day going? And what the customers don't know is that they've said that 200, 400, 1,700 times that day, but they heard it as if it was the first time that that person has said it. So if you position yourself to greet people well, you will actually be more successful in life in general. During a difficult time, if you have good spirits about you, you're going to attract people, and those people are going to make you stronger because they're going to want to be around you, and they're going to want to interact with you and try to figure out what's going on. So that's what I would say, is that your mindset is very important. So whether you're raising kids, or whether you're cleaning up a house, or whatever it may be that you're doing, having that mentality about you is super important to get you through the difficult times in life and in business.
If you'd like to support, one surprising thing that you can do is review the podcast. It helps more than you would think in iTunes, and it's very easy to do. Head over to iTunes, go to Modern Forestry Podcast, and drop a review. You can also do it on your podcast app if you're using an Apple device. Thanks so much for listening. We're grateful for the hustle.